Let's first take a look at how the Asian markets have started off this morning, and it's a mixed picture similar to what Wall Street was last night as well. The Hang Seng continues to remain an underperformer, still down 1%. The Taiwanese index is down 0.3%. The underperformance also coming in from Japan. The Nikkei is down 0.7% this morning. The Shanghai Composite also trading below the flat line. The only outlier, as was the case in 2025 as well, is the Kospi in South Korea. That index is now trading with gains of over 1.5% as we speak. So while the other Asian indices are trading with losses, the Kospi is the only outperformer within the Asia Pacific markets, trading with gains of over 1.5%. I pull up the Gift Nifty as well. That will give you an idea of how our own markets are likely to start off. Well, it's a 55-point downtick is what the implied open is suggesting. So most likely around about that 26,100 mark is where we are likely to open today as well. We did break below those levels intraday yesterday, but managed to recover from the lows of the day. That's the good bit. The not so good bit is that we are not going higher. Now, to set you up for today's trade, our research team is here with the trade setup, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and of course set up on the FNO side of things as well. Firstly, Gaurav is here to tell us all the market cues that you need to watch out for today. Gaurav, good morning. What are you watching out for?
Well, as when it comes to market, and let's talk about Nifty. Nifty is on a losing streak for the third consecutive day, and in fact yesterday we saw the losses were low, but at the same time Nifty settled around 26,140 levels. So what we are seeing right now is that in the option chain there is a lot of interest which is building up in 26,200 option call option. That means we may see some kind of downward pressure in today's trading session as well, unless that mark is breached. Other than that, sector wise yesterday we saw Nifty IT actually gained more than 1%. While on the other hand, Nifty Auto was one of the losers of sectoral indices. And when we talk about stocks, yesterday's winner, if we look at that, Tata Elxsi, Elecon Engineering, KPIT Tech, Tata Tech and Birla Soft, all these stocks gained more than 5%. So definitely all eyes will be on these stocks if they sustain the gaining momentum. And on the other hand, on the losing side, we saw Cipla, M&M Finance, Maruti Suzuki, Craftsman Auto, who lost more than 2%. So let's see if there is any news coming on these stocks and if they decline even for today's trading session as well. Other than that, let's also watch out for LG Electronics, because anchor lock-in period of 152 lakh shares will end today. So let's see if there is some pressure building up in this stock as well. On the results front, we have got Elecon Engineering and Transformers and Rectifiers. These are the two companies where they will announce their third quarter results. So let's see if the numbers come good or not. Lastly, on the macro level, yesterday we saw FY26 GDP estimate. The first estimate, advanced estimate, came in at around 7.4% versus our poll of 7.5%. And when it comes to nominal GDP growth, that came at around 8%. So it is a bit below our poll, but again a good number. And lastly, let's also watch out for India-US crucial FTA talk, which is going to happen on 8th and 9th of Jan. So these are the cues that we will be watching out throughout the day.
Gaurav, thank you for sharing that update. The implied open still suggesting a 60-odd point downtick as we speak. Over to Ria now with the stocks that should be on your radar today. Ria, good morning. What's on your list?
Well, good morning, Homer. Starting off with Tata Steel, today the company has come out with its Q3 update. The India production has gone up by roughly 11.4% on a year-on-year basis. For IRB infra developers for the month of December, the gross toll collection has gone up by 12% compared to the previous year, coming in at 754 crores. Gland Pharma will also be in focus today. The company has received the US FDA approval for a Laptodine hydrochloride ophthalmic solution. Another pharma stock will be in focus, that is Cipla. After the news that came out yesterday, the company has come out with a clarification saying that its supply partner Pharmathen International has received 9 US FDA inspection observations under Form 483 after an audit of its Greece facility in November of 2025. Now, Pharmathen manufactures lanreotide injections for Cipla's US subsidiary, and the company is currently evaluating the potential material impact of these observations. Moving on, Hudco will be in focus. They have signed an MOU with the Chhattisgarh government to provide financial assistance worth roughly rupees 1 lakh crores to execute housing and infra projects. MOIL has appointed Vishwanathan Suresh as its chairman and MD. Adani Green will also be in focus. The company's arm has signed an investment agreement with Asahi India Glass, and the arm is in a pact to supply 20.8 megawatts of solar wind hybrid power to Asahi India. And lastly, Angel One is the one to keep your eye out on. The company is going to be holding a board meeting on the 15th of January to consider a stock split.
Ria, thank you for that update there. And lastly, Sudarshan joins in with cues from the FNO space. Sudarshan, good morning. We're there and thereabouts, 26,100, 26,150, not moving higher, but not moving lower either. What's the FNO data indicating now?
Good morning, Harmaz. So it was a tough day of trading session yesterday. Market is finding tough to gain any momentum to move upward. So yesterday managed to hold the levels above 26,100, courtesy the big gains coming in for the IT. But the biggest heavyweight for the Nifty bank, that's the HDFC Bank, continues to fall and continues to move lower for third or fourth straight day since the time the company had come out with quarterly update. Even there is not any move that we are seeing in Reliance Industries. So these two names, unless these two names start moving, it's very tough for Nifty to move higher. As far as the FI's flows are concerned, in both index as well as the stock futures, we have seen FIs selling. The index futures selling was almost 1,500 crore. In the stock futures, selling was almost 1,100 crore. And they have reduced long positions and added short positions. FI's long exposure now reduced to 10%. On the short side, exposure has increased to 90%. As far as the options data is concerned, on the call side, 26,200 and 26,150 are the most active ones. On the put side, 26,100 and 26,150, the most active ones, with premium for both these put options rising. So support for Nifty, 26,000, that's the 20-day moving average. Resistance will be 26,370, that's the record high. So for Nifty Bank, support would be yesterday's intraday low of 59,750 and resistance would be around record high of 60,440. Two stocks remain in the bank, Sale and Samant Capital. Two stocks that I'll keep an eye on because these two are seeing fresh longs, Lupin and Polycab, and amongst the realty packs, Prestige is one, which is the weakest one.
Sudarshan, thank you for that update there. We keep an eye out on all of these names and, of course, all the levels that Sudarshan has just highlighted. Now,